everybody, and welcome back to Fumi's Red Carpet Fashion Police, the Golden Globes. I am so excited to be back, and I'm so sorry that there was a little delay, but girlfriend is busy. I'm doing things, but I'm so excited to be back for this season, and I'm going to try very hard to be here for the entire Red Carpet Award season. So this, of course, is the Golden Globes, like I'd mentioned before, and basically it's the first Red Carpet Award event leading up to the Academy Awards. Yes, darlings. Let's start with well-dressed women without any further ado. My girl Naomi Campbell was dressed in Versace. Ooh, Naomi, I am so proud of you, girlfriend. You are making the transition successfully from a model, supermodel, to a great actor, and I love you in Star. It's a new show that's come out, and she's a mother, and she's so zhazha and fabulous. Everything that I love and need. Anyway, Naomi looked fantastic, radiant. Her skin was glowing, her smile. She's a beautiful woman. Not all models are beautiful. Naomi is beautiful. I have to give it to her. The dress was gorgeous with all of these pleats, and it had this lavender color. It had seeps of black in between, very much like a fishtail, so to speak. It was one shoulder. She wears these kind of gowns, and she looked absolutely radiant. I would give her 9.5 out of 10 for the simple reason that I think, Naomi, you know what? This wig is looking too harsh on your beautiful face without your edges. They're gonna grow back. We're not talking about that. I saw you on The View. Yes, you came on The View because you were promoting Star, and you had a beautiful wig on and it had the edges. It was perfect for you. That is what you should wear from now on. Okay, Mandy Moore in Naeem Khan. I loved this dress. It was so sexy. It was so Empress-like. I loved the sheath. I love the fact that it's cinched in the waist. Mandy Moore has a small bust. She can get away with that deep V, and she cinched it in with the belt. This simplicity just raised another level when it comes to glamour. I loved that cape just cascading backwards. It really complimented her to an absolute T. She left her hair so wavy with lovely chandelier earrings. That was all that she needed. This is one of the most beautiful dresses ever. This is something that I would snatch off a rack in a heartbeat. Loved the color on her. Loved the very understated elegance and the glamour. It oozed glamour. This is something that you will see Elizabeth Taylor wearing, Eva Gardner wearing, Gina Lollobrigida back in the day. It was an updated version of Cleopatra-esque. That was what she was giving me, and I was like, Mandy Moore is back, girls. Mandy Moore is back. Naomi Harris in ARMANI PRIVE. Yes, darling. Talking about Golden Globe, statuesque, that was her. She lay down in the car when she was driving to the Golden Globes. She didn't want to crease the dress, and I say kudos to you, because you know that the most important part about this entire event is the red carpet. You know it, I know it, and she looked absolutely regal. This is a Bond girl. Fantastic. Hair swept to the side. She had the golden brown ombre. She had the beautiful ear cuff dangling earring, beautiful blush lips. It was a deep V with a lovely mesh in the middle. Gorgeous. I loved it on her. Golden, like a pale gold, which was really delicate, and it complemented her complexion. Gina Rodriguez in Naeem Khan. Glamour. Glamour, chandelier, sexy. I love the fact that it had the tassels. I love the fact that she had the beautiful wavy hair swept to the side. The simplicity of her hair, simplicity of her jewelry and her makeup was deliberate, because the dress was 100% zhazha. Latina goddess. I mean, J-Lo, I didn't miss you that much now that I think about it, because Gina brought it for me. I loved it. She was so, so glamorously dressed. I just loved it. I loved it. It was perfect for her. The only itty bitty little thing is that she's got a small bust. It's a little droopy. She didn't need a bra. She should have been given tip. Your stylist should have tipped your boobs a little bit up. Darling, it happens. It happens to all of us. You gain weight, you lose weight, gravity, age, all of that do. They should have just used flesh color tip and just tipped it up and away. That way the deep V would have been clean and flawless. like Mandy Moore's. You know, it's the little details that raises it to the next bar. Having said that, the dress was everything. It just reminded me of Diana Ross circa 1970. That's what it just gave me. That absolute 110% glamour. Good girl, Gina. Blake Lively in Atelier Versace. Beautiful detail. As we all know, 'tis the season for velvet. So she was my first girl that really walked down the red carpet and was untrained. I loved the cinched in waist, and I think it was deliberate because Blake has just had a baby. I loved the 2 cuff bracelets with a little emerald detail. That was all that she had. She was smiling. She had that honeycomb, beautiful smoky eye. She had big studded diamante looking earrings. Don't say diamante for me, maybe they're diamonds. They were perfect. She was perfect. I loved it. With the little pockets, I feel that it wasn't necessary for her to put her hands in, but I think because they kind of poked out, she wanted to let us know that there were little pockets. I don't know what you can put in there, maybe lipstick or, you know, little dessert, you know, donut or something, I don't know. But yes, I loved it. It was again, it was glamorous. This is what the red carpet is about. I've mentioned it many times before, I'll say it again. For the actors, no matter what, this is an audition process. For the producers, for the directors, for the big wigs, for the studio heads to say, we are still looking for that superstar for this huge movie or whatever. And these girls get the opportunity to say, I still got it. I still got it. I had a baby. I've cinched in my waist. I'm looking fabulous. Yes, I can come in for that audition. So that is why this is so very important, because behind the scenes, it takes a village to prepare you for this. But when you get onto that red carpet, it's all on your shoulders. You better give it to them, honey, because this is your moment. Blake Lively did that job. She's a relatively young girl, and I just love her. I think that she's so likable, and to see her in this umph of glamour, she hasn't done this before, and this tends to happen with a lot of women that have had children, and they get a little tickly nervous kind of thing because of the pressure of you being what you were before. She brought it more than what she was before. 10 out of 10, Blake. I loved it. Ruth NEGGA in custom Louis Vuitton. I loved this. She reminded me of Edith Piaf, the Little Sparrow, the French songstress. Amazing. Big, huge, beautiful eyes. Loved the dress. I loved the mesh. I love the fact that she was dripped in gold. I thought it was such a young, fresh idea to give her short sleeves. Cover the armpit, big deal for me. Give us tapered shoulders and then just cut it off right there and just show her arms, because we don't want her to be overwhelmed. To me, I don't know her personally. I haven't seen her in person. She looks very petite, and I think that that was why they shortened the sleeve so that it could give her a lift, so to speak. I loved the zip in the back. I loved the fact that it was carved out for her. As they said, it's custom Louis Vuitton. They had her measurements and everything. I thought, good job. The only itty bitty little thing, and I'm not sure because it happens with custom dresses, the actor is still busy on set. They're doing this in Paris. It was just half an inch too long. That's it. Half an inch too long, because I couldn't see her shoes at all, and it just sort of itty bitty dragged on the carpet. Other than that, I loved this. I loved this. I was surprised that Louis Vuitton even did something like this. And the zip in the back didn't go all the way up. It just was in the arch of the back. And that is such a detail for you guys, ladies, because 90% when you get things off the rack, the waist is an issue. You can't really cinch it in as much as you want. This is cinched in, and the zip pulls it right up where it counts. Adored this dress. Beautiful, beautiful. To die for. Jessica Chastain in Prada. I loved this. I thought it was very glamorous again. I loved the fact that it came right to the edge of the shoulders, the periwinkle blue with 3D detail of the flowers cascading only on one side was gorgeous. It was a huge breath of fresh air for me because I love to see color on the red carpet, and I just thought it complemented her red hair. She just looked gorgeous, 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 gorgeous with the cascading necklace down between the decollage. It was beautiful. I love the fact that her chest was up, placed and apart. you know, it was strategically placed, and whoever dressed her did a good job because everything just flowed all the way down. Again, the only itty bitty thing was that I think the dress was a tad too long. It should have gone up quarter of an inch up. Loved her shoes. They were huge platform, satiny, and they were the same color as the dress. I loved it. Chrissy Teigen in Marquesa. She looked like a chocolate to me. Very decadent, very rich. She had the smoky eyes, she had the deep plum lip, and then she had this very lacy, meshy gold detailed dress that had details of ruby colored flowers that matched her lips. I thought it was very different for her. I loved the fact that it was so classy. It was so classy. There weren't any slits here, there, or anything. It was really, really pretty. The only thing that I would say was that I wish she had had a strapless bra or a halter bra just to lift her chest. She is oh look, Ronke. Let's speak to Ronke. Hi Ronnie. I'm filming. Say hi. I'm doing the Golden Globes Red Carpet Fashion Police.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. Say hello.
Hi everyone.
Okay, darling. Do you like the look?
You look absolutely gorgeous, darling.
Gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
My favorite color. So
yes, green.
Go wrong with that.
Ula chose this. Ula chose the look and everything.
He's a man of good taste.
Hello. All right, sister. I'll see you later. Bye, bye. Yes, so that was Sister New York. Let's get back to Chrissy Teigen. As I was saying, I just thought regal. I loved it. I thought she was very on trend when it comes to beauty. Her makeup was very in season because this is the autumn winter. So it was all of these rich colors. As I've just done a beauty tutorial on these kind of colors. I'll put the link for you guys below. So when I saw this, I was like, Chrissy, this is why I love you, my darling. This is why I love you. So as I was saying, she should have worn a halter bra just to lift up the chest. She's had a beautiful baby, Luna, and she's so cute. So I'm sure she's breastfeeding, and I'm sure, you know, she's tender and everything. But if she had just worn that little halter bra, strapless bra with a halter strap right around, it would look gorgeous. She still looked amazing, and that was why I put her in there. Love the gorgeous ruby red clutch. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Loved it. Loved the lace detail in the bottom. I just thought, to die for. Loved it. Next up, Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick gave us old school Hollywood glamour. Yes, in this velour gown. Beautiful one-shouldered. It was the pleat and it was the color that just gave me fire. It was so understated. It's such a muted color that if you had described this dress to me, I would have said, oh no, it's not going to work on the red carpet. It blazed the red carpet for the mere fact that everybody was doing all of these embellishments and different colored golds and metals. She was just regal. It gave me that feeling of there was a queen coming. There was this really gorgeous person that you could not take your eyes away from. She looked absolutely fantastic. Again, cinched in at the waist. I was seeing all of these little simple belts cinched in at the waist, and that was it. There was nothing left. There was nothing needed, should I say. The color was amazing. I love the minimal makeup. I love the blue-red lipstick. I love the way she swept her hair to the side and pulled it back with little detailed earrings and that very dark nail polish. It was so glamour goth. That's what I would call it. Very glamour goth. I loved it. Gunmetal is one of my favorite colors, but this basically was like matte and it worked. Olivia CULPO in ZUHAIR MURAD. Loved this eyeshadow. It was so fabulous. I'm going to copy it. It's got this lovely gold and reds, and it's just kind of basically almost like a soft cut crease. It was everything. I love the fact that she just, you know, braided her hair, pulled it up in the back with all of these earrings. Looking at her right away, I actually thought it was Dolce & Gabbana, because Dolce & Gabbana always do this kind of old Italian braids and the makeup and everything, but it was ZUHAIR MURAD, and I loved the dress. dress. She can get away with this kind of dress because she's got a small bust. I love the fact that it was all of this detail. Some people thought, too much. I thought that she looked like a doll. I really did. I thought she looked amazing from head to toe. And it was very different from ZUHAIR MURAD, because ZUHAIR MURAD is a huge favorite of Jennifer Lopez, and she wears all of these gorgeous, sexy, clingy clothes. And this was the very opposite. She just looked like a princess, an absolute princess. And of course it always helps because she's a beautiful girl. So to me, loved. Natalie Portman in Prada. Tricky color, very tricky color. If you're not careful, you can see like a sickly yellow green into it. Unlike me, who is very fashionista, I just saw olive. I just saw a bright olive. It was very gorgeous on her. She reminded me of Jackie Onassis. For whatever reason, I just thought this is something that Jackie Onassis would have worn to an event, to a dinner. And it occurred to me, I think further down the line, that, oh my God, I think she's inspired still, because she did play Jackie Onassis. It's coming out, I think, on HBO or something. And of course, she's pregnant and she looks gorgeous. And I love the cheeks. I love the blush on the cheeks and the poppy pink lipstick. She looked gorgeous. I loved this dress. It's not for everybody, and I heard A, B, and C, but I loved it. I loved it. Perhaps one detail would be that the detail in the mid dress should have been at the very bottom. Perhaps that. But other than that, the color was rare. I think when her stylists were picking this for her and they made the final decision, everybody knew in unison that there'll be nobody walking down the red carpet in this color. She could pull it off because she's dark haired and she's got that olive skin. So it really brought the color to life. Like I said, it's a tricky color. Ladies, don't try this at home. You need assistance. And I think she did well. Loved it. It was very unique. I loved the hairstyle. I loved the earrings. I loved the simplicity of it. Pink nails. She looked beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Congratulations, Natalie. Sofia Vergara and ZUHAIR MURAD. Okay, now, as we know, Sofia has this beautiful hourglass figure. This reminded me of what Chrissy Teigen wore, but it was much more sexy and it was much more sheer. I loved the fact, and I'm going to mention this now, I loved the peephole shoulders. This is how you should wear a peephole shoulder, where it is slimming down on your arms and it doesn't extend out. She looked absolutely beautiful. With this kind of figure, it is always important to emphasize the waist, the hip, the bust. If you wear an A-line dress, you're going to look bigger than you actually are. I thought she looked fantastic. I really did. I loved it. I loved the sheer panels on the upper thigh. It just gave that sexy elegance. Sexy elegance. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Reese Witherspoon in Versace. Hello color. I love the cross in front. I love the fact that it lifted her bust just so. Everything was classy. I love the way she swept her golden hair to the side. She looked so fresh. She looked so crisp. She just looked young. She looked inviting. She looked welcoming. She looked sexy at the same time. The simplicity was everything. Loved it. Zoe Saldana in Gucci. Loved it. Very pretty, very cute, different shades of pink, ruffles, cinched in at the waist with a satin bow. She looked adorable, looked very young, it looked very fresh. I am so jealous. She had twins and she has snapped right back. You wouldn't know that she's had twins. She looked gorgeous. I love the simplicity of everything. I would have liked her to have a little more blush on her cheeks, but other than that, I loved it. I thought it was so cute, so fabulous, and I think that it looked comfortable to her. Remember, this is the Golden Globe, so you don't have to dress up, dress up, dress up. You still got the Academy Awards, you still got the SAG Awards. So this is one of three. Let's start there. I thought it was cute. I thought it was really cute. I love the different shades of pink, and I'm a lover of pink. I think it was gorgeous without it looking girlish. Yeah. Absolutely. Heidi Klum in J. Mendel. Now, the T-length dress I saw was a big trend on the red carpet and I loved it. I think that Heidi looked refreshed. I loved the dark gray, black, smoky eye. I loved the earrings. I loved the dress. I thought it was very fabulous. I loved her little sandals, heels and everything. She looked fantastic. fantastic. Everything about it was gorgeous. The only itty bitty thing was that I wish she had lifted up the dress a bit more, just a bit more. There's a girl serving drinks behind. I'm going to put the picture up and you can see where her dress is. Now, I understand that perhaps Heidi's chest is low. It does happen, but that's notwithstanding. You should lift the dress up, hike the dress up. With strapless dresses like that, there's always a built-in bra strap, you understand me, just to cinch it all in, and that was what she needed. Other than that, you can see that she's just come from holiday. She's looking tan. She's put on a little bitty bit of weight. She looked good. I loved the hair. I loved the highlights. She looked beautiful. She looked refreshed. She looked happy. Yes, I loved it, absolutely. Next, Drew Barrymore in Monique Lullier. I loved this. Again, can you see the cutout shoulders? Cutout shoulders are perfect. They're beautiful. This reminded me very much of 1920s. I loved it. Again, very glamorous, very old Hollywood. She just looked radiant. She looked radiant, and I can't believe Drew Barrymore is all grown up. But here she is looking so classy, so elegant, so beautiful, so wonderfully dressed. The simplicity of this dress, at the same time, the complexity of it just kind of meshed. I adored this. I loved the detail. I loved her nail polish, the dark nail polish. I loved the fact that she left her hair free because the dress was very structured, so to speak, but nothing out of place. So decently and so well dressed. Her chest covered with a beautiful mesh. She wore the right underwear. She was extremely well dressed, and the length of the dress was precise. Length of the dress was precise. She looked absolutely gorgeous. Drew, yes, loved it. I loved the back of the dress too. She looked absolutely sweet. Absolutely sweet. Loved this dress. Okay. Well-dressed men. I enjoyed this. When I saw this, I was like, ooh la, this is what I want to get for you. Ryan Gosling in Gucci, and guess what? Louboutin shoes. Beautiful. The white tuxedo jacket blew me away. He was so crisp. He was the winner that night. I just thought, this is the best I've seen this guy. This is the best. I love the detail with the velvet black bow tie. Again, very on trend when it comes to fashion. This is how you can incorporate it for the men. That plush, gorgeous velvet bow tie. It comes in colors. I've got for Ula green, purple, that kind of ruby red. You can have royal blue. That intensity will take it to the next level for the men, because I know I don't talk about you guys that much, but this was everything. Loved it, even the little rose. Milo Venimgila, and he was in a navy made-to-measure Ralph Lauren purple label shawl color tuxedo. Gorgeous. It was different. Of course, I was sold with the blue. I loved the blue. I loved the shawl color also on the tuxedo. I thought it was very different. I thought it was very becoming of him, and I just thought he looked absolutely crisp. A little bit rugged, and at the same time so smart and well dressed. Loved it, loved it. Gucci made a presence on the red carpet for the men, for the women, for the bad, for the good. Gucci was a strong presence, and I just could not pull my eyes away, because I realized instantly that the creative director for the House of Gucci is swinging. He is fabulous right now. He is on fire. I went over to the boutique with a friend of mine at Sloane Square, and everything there I just wanted to take home. The House of Gucci is my go-to designer right now. I just have to put that one out there, okay? All right, John Legend in what? Gucci. He looked fantastic. Fantastic. I love the tapered trouser with the strip at the side. I just thought it was very fresh. I thought it was very now. He looked amazeballs, so crisp, and the beautiful fluffy bow tie. I had to give it to him. I said, you know what, John, you're looking good. Who doesn't love Tom Ford? And he gave us like a double chocolate. Tom Ford in what? Tom Ford. Beautiful, beautiful, crisp. There was nothing out of place. Nothing out of place. If you notice, the collar was a little bit flipped up, and I just thought, well, what do we have here? Gorgeous, gorgeous man. Gorgeous designer. He knows how to dress the men. He really does. And this was absolutely tip-top. Tom Ford, right down from head to toe. So we had Joel Edgerton in Brunello Cucinelli. Loved it. I love the detail on the shirt. I thought it was so fabulous. I love the fact that it had that kind of carve for the waistcoat and the buttons were placed on the side of the waistcoat. The detail was gorgeous. I loved his watch. I loved his shoes. He looked absolutely smart. Smart. Aaron Taylor, now this is for the younger girls. I had to put something in there because I feel that he's such a young boy, but he looked fantastic. He was a winner that night. He was also wearing Tom Ford and he was wearing, guess what? Velvet. On trend. Beautiful. So that's for you girls, okay? Casey Affleck in Dolce & Gabbana. Again, another three-piece suit. As you can see, he had the waistcoat a little bit higher and it still worked. I love the beard. Ola was telling me that perhaps he's in between movies or whatever, so we have that kind of rugged look, but I liked it. I really liked it. I thought he looked fantastic. Of course, Eddie Redmayne in Prada. He always makes my best dressed. I tried so very hard this time around not to include him, and at the same time I could not include him because he just looked fantastic. What can I tell you? Tip top. Brad Pitt in Tom Ford, it was great to see him looking fabulous. I think that when he showed up, everybody was really rooting for him. I tell you a story. When I was in LA, I was doing extra work in the very early days of my career, and I was an extra on Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So we extras, we saw everything that was going on in the very early days of the relationship between Brad and Angelina Jolie. And I remember one particular evening, it was a night call, and Angelina for some reason just didn't show up. Here comes Brad. He's so happy, he can't wait to act. And somebody tells him that, oh, you know, Angelina's not going to be here today. I can tell you right now, it was a matter of 30 minutes and all of us were wrapped. He just didn't want to do it unless she was there. So I am so surprised. You understand me, that this is what it has come for them. But it just goes to show you never know what is happening behind closed doors. You never know. I thought that they were gonna make it. But you know, hey, we wish them all the best. And he looked fantastic in Tom Ford. Chris Hemsworth in Hugo Boss. Well, hello sunshine. Beautiful, handsome guy. Love the tuxedo, love the bow tie, very well dressed. I just thought he's everything. This is how a man should come to the red carpet, and I was really blown away with all the well-dressed men. All of them, good majority of them were well-dressed. I just loved it. It's nice to see men, you know, making an effort. Then we had Tom Hiddleston in Gucci, and this was yummy. It was a double-breasted tuxedo. Loved it. I loved the bow tie. I loved his little white pocket square. He looked fantastic. Loved it. I loved the leg length as well. A lot of the men wore cigarette pants. I like the fact that they had the break, and that really completes the look. There are certain things that you have to do when it comes to men, and for sure, make sure you have a break in the trousers. The most complimentary, especially if he's slim, is the cigarette pant. It works all the time. So those were my men. I loved them. I thought they were fantastic, and Tom was a winner that night. Congratulations to you. Alrighty, now we are at the not so well dressed. First up, Sarah Jessica Parker in Vera Wang. Remember when I was talking about the cutout shoulders? This is how not to do it. It just added volume where you didn't need it. If it was me and I was right there and I saw her coming out of the car, I would have torn the shoulders off. She would have been frightened. She would have been like, who is this woman? I don't care. I would have torn it off. Let her go there because she's still slim. I just did not understand. What is this? Why? No, you know what? Now that I think about it, I am more surprised that Vera Wang made this dress, because Vera Wang is, you know, she's glamour. What was this? I just did not understand. 18th century, what exactly? Then, you know, Sarah Jessica is in her 50s now, 51 too. That's not the point. This hairstyle aged her. It aged her. It was a cross between, I don't know what, like 18th century, going to go and fetch water. I just did not understand this dress. I really did not understand it. I didn't even understand the color. It was too harsh for her. It was too harsh. Had she gone in with a beautiful blue red, this would have worked. Absolutely. I didn't understand it. I really didn't. I didn't even understand the belt. I wish the belt had been wide. I wish the belt had been wider. Sarah Jessica Parker, it didn't work. It just did not work. The smoky eye is not for you because you've got really small, beautiful eyes, and you need to have a lot of color and lashes and not so much shadow, maybe some blusher and a stronger lip. But this right here was as if you slept in this outfit for 3 days and then you came to the red carpet. Not working. Emily Ratajkowski. I will not even attempt to say that twice. I will just show you the picture and her name. In Reem Accra, gorgeous girl, 20 something. We were all like this once upon a time where we just put on the dress and everything stayed up because we were perky, because we were young. Yes, it happens. That's youth. But there are some dresses, no matter how perky you are, it's going to work. This dress was too much. It was too much down the middle. It was too much up in the front. It was beautiful in the back, but as you can see when she lay back, it had the imprint on her back. The dress was crumpled. I bring this up because we had Naomi Harris who laid down in the car so she couldn't crease her dress, and that was a thicker material. This was very satiny. It was just too much. And then it was showing her crotch, and I think she wasn't conscious of it. It was very 1920s whimsical, and I understand where they were going with this. If you're standing in a music video with the wind blowing, then I can and it's positioned and edited at different angles, this dress would look sensational. But when you bring it into the real world, it does not work, and that was the problem. She had too much going on and it just did not work. Beautiful girl, beautiful figure, perky bottom, perky breasts, everything. But this dress was an absolute fail. Kerry Washington in Dolce & Gabbana, another T-length dress. I just, I wanted to like it. I did. I thought her makeup was fabulous. I thought her hair was gorgeous. She's just had another baby. But I just felt that she was a naval officer's wife in this. She was at attention. She was at some event, not at the Golden Globes. It didn't work. It didn't translate anything to me. I didn't like it. I didn't care for the sandals. I didn't know what that black thing was at the waist. If they're taking that off, even the shoulders, I didn't get it. I did not get this dress on her. It just did not work for me. I looked at it again and again, and nah. Nicole Kidman in Alexander McQueen. We must always love and care for our children and always listen to what they say when it's concerning them, not when it's concerning you. Her children chose this dress. It is a fail. They are thinking, you know, cartoons. They are thinking all kinds of things. This did not work for you, Nicole. The shoulders, again, like I was talking about, this puff duda, I wanted just to tear the sleeves off. I just felt that the hair color was very straw-esque. She needed something. Nicole Kidman has a fantastic complexion, beautiful porcelain. Adding the gray to it gives an element of deceased. She did not look alive. And then with the dress, I just felt that she was dressing as the friendly witch in one of maybe the stories that she tells her children. So she came to the red carpet and thought that, you know what, we wouldn't notice. We noticed. Carrie Underwood in Iris Serban. Okay, here's the thing. I loved it. The pink color was gorgeous. I think the makeup was so pretty. You didn't need the panels in this dress. They didn't need it because there was so much going on with the flowers on top. Now, here's another thing. I think it would have been even better had it had sleeves. Had it had sleeves or had it had cap sleeves. It was all kind of mushed, and so it looked squashed, and it didn't give her any neck. And the hair should have been pulled back. It should have been absolutely scraped back to see the neck. I think that would have worked. But the panel, it was too much. It was too much with all of these petals. It was such a lovely color. And you know, she's blonde. I loved it, and I was so distressed by how it turned out. You did not need the cut in the middle. Who cut it? I don't understand. It just did not work. But I see where it could have gone and been a phenomenal dress, because you do realize, what is her name? Gwyneth Paltrow has worn something like this. Charlize Theron has worn something like this. But they got it right. This was such a no-no, because the panels, the cut, the hair should have been scraped back. It just didn't work. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah, that hurt my feelings. Janelle Monáe in cap sleeve Armani Privé. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like the polka dots on the dress. I didn't like it that it was short in the front and long in the back. It didn't work for me. I didn't like the hairstyle. I felt that she looked older than she is. She's such a hip, trendy girl. And her thing, which I love, is black and white. I've seen her in many black and white ensembles, much better than this. I will say one thing though, girlfriend has fantastic legs, gorgeous, gorgeous legs, always has that beautiful face. I just wish that she had just worn something else. A suit even would have worked. I don't know what to tell you. Nick Nolte, guys, I have to show you this. Nick Nolte, God bless his heart. Why does he have the wrong shoe on each foot? No, seriously, just look. I didn't understand. Bless his heart, he must have been so uncomfortable, crying all evening, talking about the shoes are tight, whereas he had them on the wrong foot. I just don't understand. And he was on the red carpet. He was on the red carpet and nobody said anything. I couldn't believe my eyes. All right, most beautiful couple, the legends. I love them. She was great, he was great, love them together. They're beginning to look alike. Is it me or is it, you know, really happening here? But they're beginning to look alike, and I think in a good way. I love them together. They support each other. She's my girl and I just love the way he loves her and she in return. And of course, baby Luna. It was a big year for them last year. I think Luna was born last year. I can't remember. But you know what? Kudos to them. They were my favorite couple. They were the very, very well dressed. She was in Marchesa and he was in Gucci. Love them. Congratulations. So that was the best couple. Worst dressed men. Cuba Gooding Jr. I don't even care what the designer is. Look at the jacket. Why is he wearing his son's jacket? Why? It is so tight, it is pulling in all directions. The shirt is rumpled, the tie is kind of loose, and he's smiling with this grin on his face, as if he spent the night somewhere else, where I don't know. But this just did not make sense. I know I'm not the only one that saw this. Cuba, get it together, darling. You know, I mean, I know all of us have midlife crises, even me. But I go a size bigger, not a size smaller, especially on the red carpet. This was not a good look. Jill Soloway in Gucci. Like I said, Gucci made a presence on the red carpet. This I just don't understand. I am going to ask you guys, and please put in the description box below, where exactly would you wear this to? Where? Let us think about that, let alone on the red carpet. This was a no-effort situation, begrudgingly showing up on the red carpet. Jill did not want to be here. She did not want to be here. This is what this was giving me. I don't want to get out of bed. I'll throw on a jacket and that will be it. That will be it. I did not understand this. I did not understand it. Best dressed male. Ooh, I love this. Danny Glover in Gucci. It was decadent. It was chocolatey. So on trend. So hip. So different. Never seen anything like it. I loved this. It was everything. With the wine bow tie, I was like, you know what? Fantastic. Tobacco brown 2-button velvet Gucci suit. That's it. Beautiful. So Donald Glover, congratulations to you. You were also a winner. You were also for sure a winner on the red carpet. Absolutely loved it. Best dressed female was Evan Rachel Wood. Ruth, who is up for the 3rd Golden Globe nomination, she donned a custom Altuzara black and white tuxedo for 2 important reasons: to honor the legend David Bowie's birthday, who also happens to be her style icon, and to tell young girls and women everywhere that wearing glitzy dresses is not a requirement. This power move encourages women not to fall into a status quo and wear what they feel most comfortable in. Fantastic! I loved this suit on her. It was so feminine as well as masculine. She brought it all together. The hair coiffed to the side, the minimal makeup, and I think more than anything, what stood out for me was the confidence. The leg length of this trouser was absolutely precise. It was gorgeous with the white waistcoat to accentuate the pussy bow blouse. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. It was everything, my loves. Absolutely beautiful. And that is it, my loves. That is it. That is the Red Carpet Golden Globes Fashion Police by Fumi. And I will see you soon on the next Red Carpet event. Okay? I hope you enjoyed it. Stay well, stay fabulous, and God bless. Ula, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, darlings. Bye.